Okay, so I genuinely don't know what makes you guys like this Paladin deck so much, but the Old Mal deck seems to be one of the most watched videos on our channel, so here's another one, cause you know, we make so much money from this and everything.
Put your faith in the light!
No, but seriously, what's up guys, DB here from Team Triple Drive, and today I'm coming to you with the Old Mal Brave updated deck profile post GBT08. So it has our new little, it's not really a boss card, but more utility card. Utility Stride, Fides, or Fides, however you want to say it. So yeah, let's get just right into it, because this deck has changed quite a bit from set 6 with the support. It got a lot better. It feels a lot more like what Royals felt in set 4, but stronger with Brave stuff, if that makes sense. So starting Vanguard is still Steers. Steers is great for the fact that when he goes into the soul, you can choose a unit, give plus 5k, and bounce back to hand. Obviously it's still Brave, so Gem Break 1, but that actually has a benefit in its own now, because we do run a unit that benefits from you having a lot of Brave units. Playing 4 heal, 4 of the Paladin crit. Paladin is not as essential as he used to be, if you can say that he ever was really. He's kind of nice to occasionally get soul with for hopes on, but that's about it, to be honest. And then just run 8 more crits, which totals up to 12 criticals. So this deck is literally just punch you in the face, punch you hard, quick, trying to kill you quick. Yeah, it's very aggressive, to be honest. It is very aggressive. You don't care about just splurging out your hand into the field early game, because you hit Brave, you're still actually going to be doing stuff like post Brave, you're still going to get hand backs. I don't know how, like, it just does. This deck is weird, right? It's meant to be, oh, you have low hand but you rush so much. It's like, no, this deck has low hand before first stride. After first stride, that's it, your hand is back and you can't hit Brave anymore because you just don't get low enough hand. 4 great ones to play, 4 Holy Knight Guardians. So my friend went back to playing 4 of this. By the way, that's not my deck, I forgot to mention that, I guess, but neither is any of the Old Mal decks that I profiled. He went back to playing 4 Holy Knight Guardians because this deck does counterblast a butt ton, and when I tested this a bit, well, test-handed really, I can see definitely how you would struggle with counterblast. And yeah, so that's why we're back to playing 4 Holy Knights. Oops. Then play 3 Steers. No, that's not Steers. That's starting Vanguard Steers. Sicil, whatever. Stride Enabler. So he's good because he searches your Old Mal, which is your main card, and he's good because he allows 2 Stride. This deck can occasionally miss your, pitch, Stride forward, or grade 3 for Stride, because we do increase a lot of grade 2 spaces, so we sacrifice grade 1s and 3s to do so. And then we'll play 4 of this little guy, Selim. Selim is really great because he's a 10k booster on Brave, which makes huge columns. He's also a target for hopes on and a grade 2 in deck, which is just like everything just in one, to be honest. And with the new support, the way the new decks work, because he's Brave once again, it helps you in the long term, even if you don't use the Brave ability. And to finish off, we'll play 2 Pile, I don't know. This little guy, and I believe it's a guy because most Royal Paladins are just like, oh no, that seems to be a girl. Well, I'll be damned. Most Royal Paladins are like, yeah, we look like girls, but we're not. So I just assumed. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry for assuming your gender. She's really good because she's becoming a 9k booster. Well, actually, she doesn't become 9k booster. The unit that she boosts becomes 9k booster. She's also Brave, and also gains the ability until the end of the battle that if it hits, counterblast 1 and draw a card. So you can see how Brave can recover with on-hit pressures already. There's more. There's always more. And Steers bounces cards back. Let's not forget that as well. So yeah, there's more to come. Rum rum. I don't know if you heard that. There's for motorcyclists, yeah. So, great news for Hopes on Angel. Hopes on is quite insane, to be honest. There's so many good targets in this deck now. Before, right, set 6, we had the grade 1 Salem, and we had this, Suleiman, I think you pronounce this, and also Shinegal, which was okay, but it wasn't too great. Was it Shinegal or was it Solningal? I'm not sure. It was the doggy. The doggy that's on hit, can plus 1 draw card. Basically, a grade 2 version of this card. But now we have so many more targets and this card becomes insane. Now Suleiman is still great. Suleiman is just brave on attack if you have Vanguard Oldman's card name. He gains plus 3k, and then also you can counter plus 1, discard a card, and Superior Color grade 2, which is insane. And it's also Gem Break 1. I think you also need to have Alt Mal for that, because yeah, it's all Alt Mal restricted, but it's still so good, so good. And now this card is something that I would personally max out because it just there's so many benefits to this card. And I don't know its name. Nah, funny. Its name is Darius. There we go. It has a non-gen break ability. Continuous. This unit gets plus 1000 power for each other unit with Brave ability. So, early game. Higher power. You can get him to like 13k, boost with a 7k. That's 19, that's 20k actually. You only need to get him to 12k, boosted by 7k, or boosted by 6k to 13k as well. You know what I mean. To get the 19k to make your opponent have to go for at least 15, which is really good. Or you deal early damage, you know, that's what the deck likes to do, and crit them to death, you know. But its other ability is also pretty good. Generation Break 1 Brave. You can count blast 1. And this, until the end of the turn, this unit gets plus 1000 power, so it powers up even more. And the ability that at the end of the turn you can choose one of your rear guards with the Brave ability and you return to your hand. So it's not, you can't just bounce anything back, so you can't, for example, call your Holy Knight Guardian, bounce it back. But you can bounce back quite a bit of stuff. You can bounce back Suleiman, you can bounce back another one of him, or can you bounce back himself? No. But if you have another copy of him, you can bounce back the other copy. You can bounce back this grade 2, which is Escort Eagle. Escort Eagle is a pretty good card actually. It's quite a defensive card for Brave. It takes, well, it reduces the risk factor because what its ability is, Generation Break 1 Brave, Guardian Circle, this unit gains plus 5000 shield. So, from hand or from the field, if you intercept with it, it's a 10k shield interceptor. If you call it from hand, it's still a 10k. So it's not like the 10k interceptors, which you have to intercept with and can't just go from hand for 10k. No, even if this is in your hand, this can still be a 10k guard as long as you meet the conditions of Brave. Its other ability is Resist, so it's like, okay, Hand Trap, come at me, bro. Not saying that Hand Trap can't get around that, because sure, yes, it can, but this is still a very annoying card for them to deal with just because of the Resist. It makes Link Joker have to sweat a bit more to get around it as well, so you still get a bit of front row time before you get all locked off. For the grade 3s we play 4 Alt Mile. I should probably take the grade 2s out, but it doesn't matter, we're almost done with the main deck anyway. 4 Alt Mile because, I mean, it's Alt Mile, I mean, sexy abs, you know. And 3 of Fulganius, I'm not sure how to call him. Its first ability, I mean, Alt Mal doesn't need explanation, it's an alt card now, but this card is Brave, a Generation Break 1 Vanguard Circle. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets plus 4000 power for each of your grade 2 rear guards until the end of that battle. Really good card. So, it attacks, it's probably going to be 21k with Brave, plus booster, say 7k. That's 28k. Quite decent. I mean, that's not what makes this card good though. Auto. Choose a card from your hand and discard it. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do so, your deck for up to 1 grade 2 card, call it to the rear guard circle, shuffle your deck. And if that unit has the Brave ability, at the end of turn, you may return that unit to your hand. Boom chicka wow wow. I'm sorry. No, this secondary ability is great. You can do so much with it. You can go call, discard a card, call Hopes on, counter +1, soul +1, call another Brave unit, whatever. Or you can call something like, what's his name? Suleiman, the grade 2 that's under here. What am I doing? This guy. And you can get more attacks in, more like multi stuff if you already have grade 2 on the board. Or you can even call the grade 1. You can call Salim, the grade 1 that counts the grade 2 in deck. And then he also bounces back because he has a Brave ability. So this card is just very versatile. And I mean, the ideal backup for this deck, I would probably say, is maybe still Sanctuary Guard. And then you can take in maybe 2 Regalies or 1 Regalie. I'm not too sure anymore, to be honest. I think a Sanctuary Guard is good in its own build. Maybe it's not ideal anymore even in this deck, because this is actually a really good ability for the fact that you can bounce the stuff back to hand. So yeah. Now let's go right into the extra deck. Alright, I'm gonna start with the boring bits, and that's the G Guardian. So play 1 Screw, whatever. Very good card, just 25k shields, just helps, you know. Just got a crappy 5k, grade 1 or 2 to gain a 10k shield, very good. We'll play this card, one of it. Why? Why only one? Well, it has a continuous ability. While this little guy, Lace God Dragon, has an auto ability. I'll explain this now. So, their abilities, what they basically do is gain shield for having grade 2s. This has a continuous ability that if you have 2 or more grade 2 rear guards, this unit gets plus 10k shield. Continuous. This is auto when it's placed on the Guardian circle. If you have a grade 2 rear guard, it gains plus 5k shield. So, what's really the difference, you may ask? Well, you call UG Guard with this, you can no longer intercept unless you have other grade 2s in the back row for whatever reason. You can no longer intercept because you'll lose the 10k shield. UG Guard with this, you can still intercept because it's auto, it's already procced, you gain the power, and that's it. Even if you intercept, the power won't go, the shield will not go away. While with this, it will. So, yeah, especially with that Escort Eagle. Escort Eagle might be a lot better, like you G-Guard with this, and then you intercept with Escort Eagle, that's like gaining a lot of shield for basically nothing, you know, so it's quite good. As we play 2 laser guards. Then we play 2 of the old school Saint Below Dragon. Saint Below is a very good card, to be honest. It's still free. Persona Flip, gain plus 3k for each of your rear guard, and if this unit gained... Oh no, that's not how it works. If there are 2 more rear guards, this unit gets a crit. So, oh, and you need to be Gem Break 2, basically. Yeah, good card, really good card. Next up we play 2 Clotanus, because Clotanus gains 10k and crit and Brave. Nope, no it doesn't. On Gem Break 3 gains 10k crit. My bad. On Brave you can come +1, still +1, and discard a card? No, we just turn face up. Damn, I'm forgetting roll Paladin skills. I'm sorry guys. Turn any card in the G-Zone face up. There we go. Got it out there eventually. Superior Call, grade 2s equal up to the number of him face up in the G-Zone. My friend only plays 2 because it's just, it basically becomes like an alt mile, but 10k and crit at the same time. So it's quite good, but it's Brave, so that its skill is restricted to Brave, I guess. That's why you don't really want to max him out too much. Then we play 4 Aerial Divine Knight alt mile. Best roll Paladin stride there is. Just no arguments about it, just yeah, that's it. Flip himself face up when he's placed in the Vanguard circle, you search for a grade 2, call it, and its passive ability also is like all of your rear guards in the front row, all of your units in the front row, my bad, gain plus 3k power. Really good card. And to accompany him, play 1 Transcendent, the Heavens alt mile. Transcendent is so good, it's such a powerful finisher. I'd probably personally run maybe 2 of him, because it's just so strong. The gain plus 2000 power for each face-up aerial in the G-Zone is so good, and it's the fact that the unit its superior calls also gains plus 5k is insane. Just so much goodies when it comes to transcending. To finish off, we play the new guy, the guy that makes Brave just not really that risky anymore. And that's Fides, or Fides, however you want to say it. Regardless of how you pronounce it, this card is actually quite great, to be honest. It's not broken, it's not incredible, it's not game changing, but it is very good. It is very good for Brave. It's good at what it does. Its cost is choose a card in your G zone, turn face up, choose a card from your hand and discard it, right? So it's not Jambreak restricted this bit. Search your deck for a grade 2 unit and call it to a rearguard circle. Then, if that unit has the Brave ability, you can draw a card, or you must draw a card. Wait a sec, I need to check that out a bit. Yeah, you must draw a card if it's a Brave. And then it has also ability Jambreak 3. When this unit attacks, if you have a face-up card named Himself in your G zone, choose one of your opponent's rearguards, retire, choose up to 2 of your units and then gain plus 5k. That bit is Brave restricted and it's Jambreak 3, but it is very good. The fact that Royals now have a pinpoint retire is, well, they did have with like Blaster Blade, kind of. But the fact that you can do it without having to alter your grade 2 lineup a lot while still having a very good stride turn and gain power and superior calling all in one go is quite great, to be honest. Now, if you want to get your Brave abilities off, you don't have to draw. What you do is you superior call Hopes on Angel, and Hopes on Angel superior calls you the Brave unit that you wanted in the first place. But sometimes you might not want to superior call that much and you might just want to refill your hand by a draw. That's also option with him, because just honestly, after you use him, if you got the Brave state off that turn, everything will like bounce back to your hand. You will have a bunch of cards from the triple drive anyway, and you're like sitting there like, okay, well, come at me, bro, it's fine. And then for future turns, he's just like the plus 5k gainer, retire something while still keep yourself going with superior calls. So very good ability. Very good card. It's kind of the thing that makes Brave now somewhat decent to play compared to like Sanctuary Guard. Like, there's a reason to play this over Sanctuary Guard, because it's good at what it does now. Unlike the set 6 version, which was like, it still wasn't sure what it wanted to be. It wasn't sure if it wanted to be like a Royal Paladin deck where it spams grade 2s, or whether it wanted to be just a weird kind of early game rush deck that dies within 2 turns after strike, you know? But now it kind of gotten its grips. Hopefully it'll be even better with the new Heavenly Decree alt mile, etc, etc. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this deck profile, guys. I realize it did take a little while to get through everything, but I hope you did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully it won't take me as long to record the next video as it did to record this. And yeah, this has been DP from Team Triple Drive, signing out.